Welcome to church, you guys. My name is Jesse, and you know how I normally challenge you to activate your bodies in worship and move more? Well, go on and do that. But I want you to focus especially on the lyrics of this first Christmas song. Because you've heard this Christmas song before, you've probably sung it before, but it's deep, super deep. It's very, very deep. This worship song is it's like a lake. You can look at it and this lake is pretty, but you're not taking full advantage of that lake unless you dive in and try to touch the bottom. This song is deep. So dive in and see what it has to say. Let's go.
Hail the heaven-born Prince of Peace. Hail the Son of Righteousness. Light and life to all he brings. Risen with healing in his wings. Mighty laces glory by. Born that men no more may die. Born to raise the sons of earth. Born to give them second birth. Hark the herald angels sing. Glory to the newborn King. Yeah. Oh. All glory to the King.
Yet a time is coming and has now come when the true worshipers will worship the Father in the Spirit and in truth. For they are the kind of worshipers the Father seeks. God is Spirit, and his worshipers must worship in spirit and in truth. Okay, so let me break that down for you, okay? In spirit and in truth. In spirit means it doesn't matter where you are, or there's not like a list of things that you have to do to worship correctly. To worship in spirit means it's all about your heart and where your heart's at, you know? And in truth means that you're focused on God, on who he is. It's not a show for you, it's very real. And so that's what God asks from us. He asks that we worship him in spirit and in truth.
Do what only you can do. stone walls, and every enemy will fall. So we will stand and we will fight, that every wrong will be made right. 'Cause there is power in this room. Come on, we give it praise. Yeah. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's life. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's freedom. Like a river running wild, like a never-ending fire. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, oh, there's life. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, we know there is freedom. Like a river running wild, like a never-ending fire. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, hey. And you're moving through our cities, your Spirit fills our streets. We're shouting to the nations, your love has set us free. You're moving through our cities, your Spirit fills our streets. We're shouting to the nations, your love has set us free. We say, you're moving through our cities, your Spirit fills our streets. We're shouting to the nations, your love has set us free. Yeah. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's life. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, oh, there is freedom. Like a river running wild, like a never-ending fire. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's life. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's freedom. Like a river running wild, oh, like a never-ending fire. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, oh, where the Spirit of the Lord is.
So you know how that song says, there is power in this room where the Spirit of the Lord is. There's power in this room where the Spirit of the Lord is. So don't get confused and think that God's Spirit is in like a building, like he's just this giant God just squished up in here like, hey, can we make a bigger building next time? No, God's Spirit is in his people. So if you've asked Jesus to be the center of your life, then his Spirit is in the room or bus or park that you're sitting in right now. Does that not knock your socks off? So next time you sing that song, if you're not in a church building, go ahead and just change that lyric. There is power in this camper, or there is power in this school, there's power in my parents' office, or whatever. Man, God is so good. I love that idea that he's like, there's power here because I'm here and God's in me. Okay, off my soapbox. Here comes the first discussion question. For you and the person sitting next to you. Is there someone sitting next to you? If you're not watching this with someone right now, then go ahead and give one of your ears a big hard tug and say, what are you doing, knucklehead? And then go get someone. Okay, here it is. What is your all-time favorite hot beverage? What's the simple question? I think this discussion will surprise you. What's your favorite hot beverage? Are you like a team cider or team chocolate? Or maybe you're like a team coffee or chai tea or black tea or green tea, or maybe you're some kind of monster who heats up Baja Blast, Mountain Dew or something. Discuss that and tell us in the comments. So speaking about hot topics, this episode is all about money and how we can be wise with it. Let's watch.
Just sitting back.
And enjoying a nice cup of hot chocolate.
Get cozy.
And hang on for the loop.
That sounds nice.
4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
I'm Ricky.
And
I'm Jamie. Ricky, do you like hot chocolate or are you more of a hot cider kind of person?
Ooh, definitely hot chocolate. I love it when you can add some cinnamon to it and some marshmallows. Forget about it.
That's fancy. Okay, so I like hot cider during the fall and I like hot chocolate during the winter time, but only if it has marshmallows and or whipped cream.
Today on The Loop Show, we're talking about a hot topic, hot cocoa. No. Hot cheese. No. For real, money.
Ooh, money's on that list of things that can sometimes be hard to talk about.
People in the Bible worried and fought about money a lot.
All the adults I know fight and worry about money too.
Maybe you have some money and you don't know what to do with it.
If you're not sure how much to give, this show is for you.
Now, we know that generosity is more than just about money, but we are facing the topic of money head on.
We don't pull punches here on The Loop Show.
No, we don't play games. And unrelated, we are going to a segment called Action Figure Theater.
Ooh.
Do you speak English?
Yes. Yeah, just kidding. He probably thought I just bad.
Do you think having money is bad?
Are you talking about money? Bucks? Cabbage? Cash?
Is having money bad? Are you really asking me, is having money bad?
No, money's not bad. Money's great. I've got big plans with my money. I'm saving it up so I can buy a rocket and blast the moon out of smithereens. I'm planning on destroying the moon. Have I told you that, Daryl?
Isn't money the root of all evil?
No, money's not the root of all evil. The taco I had last night's the root of all evil. If you know what I'm saying. Oh my gosh, my stomach. What are you talking about? Are you talking about dough? Coin? Currency?
How can money help?
Once I get that money, I'm gonna spend it on a brand new video game. I get $58, I get $59, I get $60, I spend it. It's gone.
Like, I'm a giver, so like, I wanna give it all away. But my parents are like, hey, you can't give away everything that you have because like, we bought it for you. And I'm like, well, that doesn't sound very generous.
How do you make money?
I don't know, I just take it from other dinosaurs. And then I like spending it at the dino store.
Hey, street man, you talking about legal tender? You talking about lolly?
Do you two fight about money?
Oh, we're roommates, and yeah, we get into it. We definitely do. No, we never, I don't remember us having ever any fights about money. Dude, you never pay for your half of anything. What are you talking about, man? And I did the dishes last night. I'm not talking about the dishes. It's about favors. I scratch his scales, he scratches mine. I don't have scales. I've never had scales. I've never had scales.
I don't really have any fights about money because I don't really have any money. My mom and dad fight about money a lot, I can tell you that. What's that Target box on the front porch? And my mom is like, I didn't do anything. I didn't order anything. We needed new candles. I'm sorry. And then we have a lot of candles.
I'm not done yet. You talking about pelf? You talking about loot?
Can you be generous without money?
No, of course not. You need money to be generous. Everybody knows that.
Generous? Without money? I've never thought of that. I don't have money because I'm a horse.
What, you want to know about tender? Is that what it is? Well, I could tell you. What was the question?
Paul writes to Timothy, wanna change your neighborhood. Tell them to use their money to do good. They should be rich in good works and generous to those in need. Paul says to teach your sisters and your brothers. Always be ready to share with others. They should be rich in good works and generous to those in need. By doing this, they will be storing up their treasure as a good foundation for the future, so that everyone may experience true life. Paul sends a warning, wealth will never fill the void. Put your trust in what can never be destroyed. May we be rich in good works and generous to those in need. May we be rich in good works and generous to those in need.
I'm really enjoying learning about money while sipping on this hot beverage.
Yeah, this is an unruinable moment.
Ooh, hello, mystery hand. Somebody smart took chocolate and heated it up to make a delicious beverage. True. Which got us wondering, are there other beverages that would be better heated up? Take a big sip and let us know. Better hot or not?
We have 3 mugs with a variety of colors, and none of this looks like it's chocolate. We are told that this first one is hot orange juice. You warm up apple juice to get apple cider. Why not do the same thing with orange juice?
I think it's worth trying. Why not?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, wow. Ooh. That's acidic. But not bad.
It's almost like tarty. Not that it's like late for class, but like very tart. I'm gonna say that is better not. On a scale of 1 to 5, the hot things, I'm gonna give it a 2 hots.
All right, that's 4. Give it to me for breakfast.
You would have this for breakfast? Just like, oh, let me just warm up some orange juice and...
I mean, I would prefer it cold, but I don't really care.
All right, next one. This one seems to have a sour gummy garnish to it. And there are things in this. This is hot, sour Skittle water. I don't know how that works. This is a hot cup of liquid
Sour
hot,
Skittles?
Sour Skittle water. None of this makes sense to me.
I don't like sour.
I need an explanation from everyone on my desk by the end of the day. Why and how? It looks like tomato soup.
It does look like tomato soup.
Okay, I guess let's take a sip. Okay, wow.
Whoa, that's actually good.
That is surprisingly good. Man, I had a lot of dread for nothing.
Yeah, me
Now,
too.
That is delightful. This, I mean, come on. Pumpkin spice
Cheers
latte,
to you.
get out of here. We have sour
Skittles.
Skittle water. Still working on the name.
I don't even like sour Skittles, and I love this drink.
I really like this. It
Wow.
tastes like you can taste the rainbow, but it's just warmer and like in a more chiller,
warm rainbow.
candlelit mood, you know? 5 hot. This is really, really good hot.
I do think that it'd be really good in like a snow cone or something.
This would be amazing as a snow cone.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, so this last cup is garnished with a nice little candy cane. Oh, my
Do
goodness.
you recognize the candy cane?
No,
It's like acidic.
Jamie?
It's eating, oh, mine's completely gone. Yeah, I recognize the clam.
It's a clamdy cane. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Please send help. The clam water. Remember clam water? People just bottle it. They put it in a bottle. It's clam juice. Everyone's favorite juice. Oh. Oh, gosh.
Right on the arm. You can rub
yeah.
it into the skin.
And they say, hey, you know what? New hot drink of the winter season. Clam juice water. All right, Jamie, let's take a sip.
Okay.
Let's take a sip. All right, you ready? You ready? You ready? One, 2, 3. I exited my human body for a second there.
Lucky.
Oh,
Ah.
that is awful.
It's times like this I wish I didn't have a tongue. It tasted like something dead. I'm just really sad.
Why would you take the juice of a clam?
It should never be done.
You take the juice of a clam and say, let's heat this puppy up. If I were to rate this on a scale of 1 to 5, I would rate it a run as fast as you can. I honestly think if I am being honest, someone who would probably enjoy this drink, quiz man.
Cha-ching! The buck stops here. Time for the quiz thing. Cold, hard cash. I mean, when you think about it, it's really just paper, but it's a good thing we have it. Before money, people had to barter like this. Hey, can I give you a full wrap bag for that full bag of beans? A full wrap bag? That's a barter bargain. Here you go. Hey, this is only a half full wrap bag. This was not a fair exchange of rats and beans. The problem was determining a fair value. We needed something that we could all agree could be exchanged for goods and services. So the solution was money. And I mean actual paper money. I'm not just saying like the solution was money. That was so money. I'm saying like we needed money. I'm saying like that solution was paper dollar bills. Which one of these historical mega all-stars was instrumental in designing the first colonial money? Was it A, Benjamin Franklin, B, George Washington, C, Thomas Jefferson, or D, Aaron Burr? It wasn't Mr. Aaron Burr, sir. You guys only know these names because of Hamilton. I'm just pointing that out. If you said A, you get an A+. Mr. Penny saved is a penny earned. Benjamin Franklin was the first person to print colonial money. And he put all kinds of phrases and pictures on the money so that you might actually learn something when you're inspecting those dollar bills to make sure that they're actually real. He wanted money to, quote, make an impression on the mind. And those colonial dollar bills, the denominations were all over the place. There was like an $80 bill and a $6 bill with a picture of a beaver on it. I know this one's not fake because it's got the picture of a beaver on it. Speaking of forgotten denominations, which of these coins never existed in American currency? Was it A, the half penny, B, the half dime, C, the trime, or D, the 30-cent piece? If you said C, the trime actually existed. Look it up. It's a 3-cent dime. It's a real thing. I wish we still had the trime. That sounds pretty cool. Hey man, you got any trimes? I'm trying to get a soda. No, actually, it's D. It's the 30-cent piece. I made that one up. Back in the day, colonial money was weird and wonderful. Back then, you could get a full wrap bag for only 5 trimes. You know, today, we're so used to the way our money works, we rarely stop to think about what's actually on it or how much it's actually worth. Jesus knew that money was going to make an impression on our minds, so he determined where you could add the most value with your giving. Let's say you get some money. You're probably going to spend some of it. That's cool. And I know you're going to save some of it because that's really smart. But the first thing you're going to do, because you live a life of generosity, is you're going to look for an opportunity to give some of it away. That's where Jesus said we should start with our tithes and our offerings. Oh man, we've all heard this before. What does tithe mean? Come on, shout it out. 10%. We already know this, right? We hear this all the time. It's 10%. A tithe is giving back to God 10% of what he gave to us. And then an offering is anything above and beyond that. As you plan to be generous, Jesus told us who we should give our money to. He said we should focus our giving on people with needs and people sowing seeds. People with needs are orphans, widows, people dealing with poverty or food scarcity. And then people sowing seeds are people in the local church and missionaries. Do you have any idea how much the world can change when you give to people with needs and people sowing seeds? You're participating in the restoration of the world. Your giving is a chance to put the world back to the way that God intended it. You're adding value. So look for ways to be generous. Start with 10%, but don't stop there. Make an impression on some minds by living a generous, generous life.
I'm the quiz man. Goodbye.
Mark and Luke were friends of Jesus who loved to tell stories about him and what they saw Jesus do when he was on earth. One story they both tell is about a time when Jesus was sitting in the temple watching people put money in the offering box. He was watching as crowds of wealthy people were bringing large sums of money to give. They dropped off any extra treasure they had laying around. But then, a widow who was poor and didn't have much walked up to the box. She pulled 2 small coins out of her pocket. These coins weren't symbols of wealth. They were the smallest currency available, called mites. They were like pennies. It was all she had, and she gladly put it all into the offering. Jesus jumps up and says, "Did you see that?" His disciples gathered around. Mark and Luke were ready to take notes. Jesus said, "That woman just gave the most." Somebody was probably like, "But it was only 2 small coins. Didn't you see that wheelbarrow of cash that the last guy brought?" And Jesus says, "Can't you see? She gave everything she had. Her 2 small coins are worth more because it was a sacrifice." That was all she had to live on. Instead of applauding the way the wealthy people gave, Jesus gave his recognition to the devotion of the poor widow. She made it a priority to give to others over her own needs. It might seem upside down, but that's how God's economy works. Just like Jesus saw the widow's heart, God sees your heart when you give. Generosity isn't always about how much you give, but also how much it costs.
This month, we've been talking all about generosity, and today I wanted to just speak to you about one of the lies that people talk about when it comes to generosity, and that is this, that you have to have money and give money to be generous. Although having money and being able to give money is a great way to be generous, another way that you can be generous is by giving of your time. Maybe it's simply just giving somebody a piece of encouragement or making somebody's day by shooting me a text message saying, hey, hope you're doing well, I'm praying for you. And the last way that you can be generous is through your talents, whether that's serving at your campus on the weekend or serving a neighbor, or like we are today, serving with one of your local mission partners. And here's the deal when it comes to being generous. You can't just accidentally be generous. You have to plan to be generous. It is said, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. And so with your generosity, make a plan. If you're going to go serve somewhere, write it on your calendar, call ahead, make sure they know you're coming. Or maybe you're gonna serve the homeless. You can always just pack a bag full of bread and snacks. That way, if you see somebody in need, you can simply give it to them. But just like I said, you can't just accidentally be generous. You have to plan to be generous. And be prayerful with your generosity. Don't just give randomly. Ask God what it is that He wants you to give, and then follow and trust in Him.
Yeah, I think that we handled this hot topic very carefully.
This drink was awful.
You don't have to have money in order to be generous.
You can share your resources, your encouragement, as well as your attention and your skills.
Money can be harmful, but it can also make things better.
Plan to be generous with what God gives you, and you won't overthink it. Until next time,
enjoy the ride.
Things still going.
So this week, I challenge you to plan to give something. Maybe for some of you, it's giving a tithe or offering for the very first time. Maybe for some of you, it's not money. Maybe it's giving encouragement to your family or your friends. Maybe for others of you, it's giving your time back and serving your church or serving your friends in a way you never have before. But however it is, this week, take one step and give something back to the people in your lives. Let me pray for you all. God, thank you so much for everything you have given to us. And I pray this week we give it back to others and you use it to reach more people in your name. Amen. Well, I can't wait to see how God uses you this week as you give back to others and impact your world.
Man, that was like a feast for thought, that episode. So time, talents, and money. Which one are you gonna plan on being generous with this week? Time, talents, money. I like that challenge. I need to think about that one. To help us think about this like selfless brain shift, check out this Bible plan. It's called How Much Is Enough? And you can find it at this link, or you can go to the YouVersion Bible app and find How Much Is Enough there, or at Bible.com. So many ways to find it. How much is enough? You know what? I'm gonna be generous with my time right now. I'm gonna give you guys a little extra time with these discussion questions. Talk it over.